There you are, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to wonderful Snohomish High School here in Snohomish, Washington on STSPN.com. And it's two wonderful teams going at it tonight as you've got the Archbishop Murphy Wildcats against the Snohomish Panthers in girls basketball. Archbishop Murphy coming in at 4. Wesco, they are tied for third. Both these teams have built some strong traditions through the years. Archbishop Murphy getting to the state championship game in 2A last year when they won the Cascade Conference with a 12-0 record. They eventually went on, had a great postseason run, and finally ended up losing to WF West on March 3rd of last year. But that just tells you what kind of a great run they had. They lost several players, which I'll tell you about as we go along. And also the fact that they were able to get the young players out there and get some experience last year, which carries over to this year. And part of the reason they've got a 9-game winning streak. They are 9-1. Snohomish is 5-6 overall. And in the JV game, it was Snohomish with a big 55-32 victory over Archbishop Murphy. Tonight's game being presented as your presenting sponsors by Ace Hardware, Lake Stevens and Everett, and also Raritan's Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Monroe. Why don't we get right to the starting lineups for this one, as I'm Mark Aucutt along with Todd Elvig here tonight, and Eddie Aucutt helping out with statistics. And for the Archbishop Murphy Wildcats, their head coach is Cassie Snyder. She is in her 6th season over there for Archbishop Murphy. And the starting players would be Taylor Campbell. She's a 5'7" freshman guard. Also starting for the Wildcats will be Julia Lucas. Julia's a 5'11" junior forward. Emily Rodabaugh is a 6-foot senior guard that starts. Kiana Yesaki, a freshman. One of the 2 freshmen starting for Archbishop Murphy. She's a 5'10" forward, and also starting will be a 5'5" senior guard, Audrey Graham. So that's Campbell, Lucas, Rodabaugh, Yesaki, and Graham. The assistant coaches for Cassie Snyder, Mike Boswell, Alex Erickson, and Mallory Lux. Now the starting lineup for the Snohomish Panthers. Their head coach is Ken Roberts. Ken is in his 19th season here at Snohomish, almost up to 20, and he's had a great run with the Panthers here. Let's take a look at their starting lineup. First of all, starting as one of the 4 guards in the starting lineup, that'll be Kinsley Gallatin. She is a 5'10" and guard. Starting as a 5'6" sophomore guard will be Kayla Soderstrom. And this is a big player that Snohomish has had around for a while and having another great season. That's Maya Duchesne, a 5'8" senior guard. And rounding out the lineup for the Panthers will be a 6-foot senior post, Courtney Perry. So you've got the 2 Gallatins, Kinsley and Ella. Also, Kayla Soderstrom, Maya Duchesne, and Courtney Perry for head coach Ken Roberts and his longtime assistants there, one of them Wayne McMaster. We are happy to be here. Todd, great atmosphere here at Snohomish. We got a lot of fans over on our side over here. Now I see some students filling up over by the band there, and the band, fantastic. Snohomish has had a legendary band here for many years. They won a lot of awards, a lot of state championships, and they will be entertaining us throughout the evening. They've already been sounding good, and they're not afraid to play outside the traditional band playbook. They will try various things. Popped hits, you name it. We just heard some Macklemore over there. They play Kansas. And, of course, as we were getting ready for tonight's action, we not only had the Snohomish, and that would be Rush. So when we hit 21-12, we will make recognition of them if we get to that score. So you get the players getting started out there, Todd. Archbishop Murphy is in their black uniforms, white letters across the front, also red numbers on the front and back with the white silhouette and a little bit of red trim around it. For Snohomish, they're in their white uniforms with the red numbers, letters, and trim. We're going to take a timeout and then come back here after a bit with tonight's play-by-play action featuring the Archbishop Murphy Wildcats and the Snohomish Panthers here on STSPN.com.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Everett and Lake Stevens, we'll help you find what you're looking for and offer friendly advice too. Owners Greg and Christine are all about serving their customers and their community. They support local high school sports and many other community organizations and events. So the next time you need help with your to-do list or project around the house, bring it to Ace. They'll greet you at the door and help you find whatever you need fast. Show your support for locally owned businesses. Shop Ace Hardware just off Highway 9 in Lake Stevens and Everett Greenway in Everett. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware folks.
You know how I've been wanting to buy this truck and I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to make it into the dealership? Well, Raritan's of Monroe is actually bringing the vehicle to me. I gotta go. It looks like it's here right now. I'll call you back.
Too busy to schedule a test drive? Raritan's of Monroe will bring the test drive to you. It's part of our new concierge service. Personalized car shopping built for today's customer. It's another reason why Raritan's of Monroe is a customer service champion. Let us know what we can do for you.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, and the public address announcer just saying, let's play some basketball after the flag was officially retired, rolling up into the center of the ceiling. And I'll tell you, Todd, and we touched on this last night, you were in the service with the Navy for 12 years. I'm a proud American, and there's nothing like the chills you get. Those chills you get when you are standing for the anthem like that, Pledge of Allegiance, and then that flag goes up, and everybody's quiet in here. A lot of respect, as it should be.
Absolutely.
So we are ready for action here tonight. Again, our presenting sponsors, Ace Hardware, Lake Stevens and Everett, Raritan's Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep. We've also got From the Stripe, free throw sponsored by Gamut 360 Holdings and Speedway Chevrolet. And we are underway as Archbishop Murphy will have the basketball, driving to the basket, and missing are the Wildcats, but a rebound right away. Popping it up and in will be Julia Lucas. Gets ATM on the scoreboard, and thanks for being with us on STSPN.com. Last night we had Marysville and Mount Lake Terrace in boys basketball, another really strong matchup of teams that were at or near the top of the Wesco 3A boys, and a really strong comeback by Mount Lake Terrace to fall 9 points short, but the whole night was entertaining, as we anticipate this will be. There's a bomb from outside right before the shot clock went off. Ella Gallatin pounds it. 3-2. Panthers on top as we have our first lead change in this ball game. Panthers will mix it up defensively. Rattler and the rebound. Quickly pulled down. Great positioning by Courtney Perry. Into front court now, Kinsley Gallatin. Kinsley offensively averages 3.3 points per game. Back up high, Maya Duchesne. Strong ball movement. Shot ends up short, but I like the way they were working it around that time. Always a quarter. Archbishop Murphy playing at the 2A level. They're one of 3 2A teams in Wesco 3A that go for the conference season. The others being Mount Lake Terrace, and also we have a foul across the way right here. It's not Shorecrest because they moved up. You've got Cedar Crest as the other 2A team. Shorecrest was 2A, and then they've moved up to 3A now. Inside, down low. Miss on that shot. You hate to miss those opportunities. And 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Stolen away. Strong turnover. And steal. Foul on the shot put back going the other direction. And that's going to be a miss, but a two-shot foul is coming up. Audrey Graham called for the foul, her first team foul. At the foul line is Ella Gallatin. Left-handed shooter, just a bit short there. It looks like we've got a timeout going to be called. 5:55 left to go in the first quarter. It is 3-2 Snohomish on top. Each team scored a bucket here on STSPN.com.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Thanks for being with us this Tuesday, January 8th at Snohomish High School. Second shot will be coming for Ella Gallatin. She missed the first one. First trip to the line for either team, and that shot is good. Panthers up by 2 points. Pressure defense applied by Kayla Soderstrom. And Snohomish will be relentless. They did lose some defensive depth from last year's team, players that could really get out there and shut the other team down. There's a shot from the left side. That's going to come out of there by Audrey Graham. Panthers get the rebound. That's Courtney Perry with the outlet pass. Now Gallatin into front court. It's going to be called for a travel. With 5:31 to go in the first quarter. That's going to turn it back over. Each team with a couple of turnovers here in the early going. Like seeing that tight defense by Soderstrom. Now in front court. You've got Taylor Campbell. Coming up tight on her is Kinsley Gallatin. Down low they go in and get intercepted. Maya Duchesne on the spot right there. Getting the job done, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds. So Snohomish gives it back the other direction. Fans, Ace Hardware in Everett and Lake Stevens is the place for you. They will help you find what you're looking for. Owners Greg and Christine Eaglestad are all about serving their customers and their community. They support local high school sports and many other community organizations and events. Show your support for locally owned businesses. This is one of the great ones. Shop Ace Hardware just off Highway 9 in Lake Stevens and on Evergreen Way in Everett. Missed shot. Duchesne pulls down the rebound. Here come the Panthers. Panthers and Wildcats. Kind of similar breeds out there. Duchesne needs a little help. Coming up to support her is Gallatin. Down on the other side, they're going to throw it away. Fourth turnover for the Panthers. And here comes Archbishop Murphy out of backcourt. A lot of work to get that done, but she does. That's Emily Rodabaugh with her first 2 points of the game. Tied for the first time, 4-4 here on STSPN.com. Push off. Ella Gallatin was heading in towards the lane that time and going to get fouled. Checking to see if they're going to put her at the line or not. They still have Esiki up there with one foul, but I think they just called that out. 3 team fouls against the Archbishop Murphy Wildcats. Snohomish with the basketball, driving to the basket, taking it in, and doing a wonderful job with it was Maya Duchesne. Puts Snohomish back on top 6-4, matching their biggest lead of the game. Archbishop Murphy led 2-0 to get started. Taking some time, 30 seconds overall on the shot clock. That's about halfway down, cooking down now close to 10 seconds. As ATM with the ball, bounce pass over on the right side, down low. That was good eyes to find her there, and a foul as Lily Riojas is going to go to the foul line. But you like that entry pass. That foul is going to go on Courtney Perry, her first team foul. 2 shots for Riojas. Misses the first one. In for the Panthers will be Kaylin Beckman. Averages 5.4 points per game. She's going to replace Kayla Soderstrom. Snohomish with 4 seniors on their rosters. They also have 4 juniors, 2 sophomores, and 3 freshmen. Total of 13 players listed to play. And checking with Ken Roberts, their longtime coach, they are all healthy. And that goes for Archbishop Murphy, too. And chatting with Cassie Snyder before the game, she says, yeah, we're good. I mean, you always have those dings and stuff as you get to this point in the season, but there was a lane violation, and then she gets that other second attempt and puts it in. Panthers with the ball and the pressure defense. Archbishop Murphy trying to force something right here, and too much of a reach that time. Had a good idea to turn up the heat on the Panthers, but the grab is going to be a foul against Audrey Graham. Second foul against Graham. It's going to be an inbound for Snohomish. 3:27 to go. First quarter action on STSPN.com. Moving into front court now will be Gallatin. Cuts into the lane, actually Duchesne, and now up top, Courtney Perry. Duchesne outside the arc. She's got it. Misses the shot. Strong rebound by Ella Gallatin. Round they go, and a tough miss by Courtney Perry. Panthers keep getting those rebounds. Perry pulls down a couple of offensive boards right there. Duchesne's got the basketball up top. 2:57 to go in the first quarter. Duchesne with a lane, but now getting shut off, and there's a player outside. Can she nail it? Nope, a little too far, a little too strong on that one. Strong rebound, too, by Esaki. Wildcats into front court. Archbishop Murphy with 4 team fouls, just 1 for the Panthers. That was an excellent drive on the right baseline. She just couldn't finish it off as the Panthers will pull down the board and head the other direction. I was talking about how things went for Archbishop Murphy last year. Now, in the regular season, they were 19-1. 5-2 in the postseason. Another miss. Low scoring first quarter here at Snohomish. And Murphy's going to slow it down, think things over, and try to set up a play. They like to run the Princeton offense. Pulling up. Foul is going to be against Kinsley Gallatin. First foul. Team foul number 2. Murphy player in the act of shooting, so it'll be 2 shots. Rodehouse at the line. Makes the first one. Panthers now will make a substitution. That's Jordan Beckel coming in for Courtney Perry, who's been out there from the start. We added some graphics on some new technology introduced tonight on Todd TV.
Yeah.
Oh. Follow-up is good.
That.
Murphy getting back out on top. 8-6. Great follow as the Panthers now in front court. 1:42 to go in the first quarter. Handling it is Gallatin. She's seen a lot of action out there. Just a freshman. Over on the right side, Beckman. And an offensive foul as Beckman pushes off. Her first foul, 3rd team foul. Looking at Archbishop Murphy and the fact that they lost a number of players, here they are. Maddie Hill, Megan Dorney, Izzy Lucas, Natalie Hayward, Olivia Riojas, and Talis Jordana. That's 6 players from last year's team that went all the way to the state championship game. Yet, they're 9-1 overall, 4-0 in conference play, and this is their first year out of the Cascade 2A conference. But many of us felt for years that Archbishop Murphy should be at 3A, and that's where they sit now. The 2A schools say, okay, we'll see you. We'll see you at the state tournament, but not during the regular season. That goes out of bounds, and last touch by the Panthers.
The camera person is stealing my candy.
So you've got your daughter on camera. That's Sarah Elvig, but she's a junior at Glacier Peak. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So the drive is going to be a miss by Emily Rodabaugh, and we have a foul following it up. That's going to be against Archbishop Murphy, and the 3rd foul on Audrey Graham. I was checking to make sure she's going to have to sit down. They also have a 21 out there. She's 31. Emily Rodabaugh is 21. 1:04 to go. First quarter with the basketball. Snohomish, Kaylin Beckman. Her sister Kyra Beckman had a great career at Snohomish. Averaged 15 points a game last year. Tore her ACL though. 3-point basket. Ella Gallatin. And the freshman has 7 points. Has hit 2 3-pointers, Todd. Lead switches for the 3rd time. Panthers up by 1.
It's the youngins that are making all the difference this year.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Wildcats in front court. 13 on the shot clock. That was an excellent drive to the basket. Taking it right in. Rodabaugh. She's got 5 points. Hit a couple of 2-point field goals. And now Maya Duchesne knows that the shot clock is off, and it's just a quarter clock they have to work with. 12 seconds, and you see that right on that new technology there. Todd, you're able now to put the records up. You're able to also put the timeouts up. And that package just arrived here, within the last day or two? Making the basket is Maya Duchesne at the buzzer. And that will end the first quarter. Our score is Archbishop Murphy 12 and Snohomish 11. We'll be back with more right here on STSPN.com.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Test drive I've been trying to get to, you're not going to believe this, but Raritan's of Monroe just delivered it to my work. I gotta go.
Too busy to schedule a test drive? Raritan's of Monroe will bring the test drive to you. It's part of our new concierge service.
Welcome back here to Snohomish High School, and they got the scoreboard corrected. It was 12-11. I announced that, but I went, that does not seem right. Snohomish should be on top, and they are. 11-10. That is your score going into the second quarter here on STSPN.com, and the Panthers will have the basketball. So Snohomish up 11-10 as the lead has now switched hands 4 times from that first quarter. We go to the second quarter, and a turnover.
And the refs didn't notice that?
Well, I think they had a discussion. I had to catch up on a basket where I was screened out, so making sure we have all our point totals right. Underneath, that's a big miss. Getting the rebound will be Maya Duchesne. Here she comes, flying Maya. Around the perimeter. Todd, we talk about how much we love to watch that great passing. Snohomish is really good at moving that ball around. There's Duchesne trying to split the defenders, goes through, draws the foul. That'll work. Duchesne has 4 points so far. Foul is going to go on Julia Lucas. That'll be her first foul. Team foul number 6. Snohomish is sitting there with 3 fouls, and Maya goes to the foul line for the first time. Snohomish is 1 for 2 from the line. Make it 2 for 3.
Yeah, Mount Lake Terrace's coach last night, he was screaming that same thing, move the ball. And, Snohomish is pretty
so
good
important.
About moving it.
I mean, it's really, and that's part of the dynamic of the game. Obviously, in Mount Lake Terrace, Nayland Sood has done a phenomenal job there with his teams through the years defensively, but he's also going, hey, wait a minute. We get the ball back, but now you got to know what to do with it on the offensive end. He's got a younger team this year, so he wants to get that drilled into their head. There's Maya connecting again. A Snohomish 3-point lead, which is the biggest lead of the game for either team. 6 points for Maya Duchesne. Gallatin, the freshman, Ella's got 7 points, 2 3-pointers for her.
Can I help you?
And those are the 2 scorers for the Panthers. They're up with 6:57 to go in the second quarter. Now, there's another great example of ball movement.
Wow.
Yeah, Wildcats get it done. Wrapping it up is Julia Lucas, who now has 6 points. 5 points for Emily Rodabaugh, 1 point for Lily Riojas. And the Panthers into front court. Perry underneath. Travel, I believe. Yep. So for Snohomish, Todd, that's going to be their 7th turnover. Tommies have 4. Something to keep in mind.
Tommies?
I mean, the Wildcats, I got so intensely involved in that game last night. I keep wanting to lean towards that direction.
Well, they're all the
especially
same
since
colors.
We have the same colors. That's the thing right there, but we'll get that. All right, one Tommy slap on the wrist there. So the Wildcats, I certainly know that, having announced football for them for a long time. And they have had an amazing run in sports. Missed by Archbishop Murphy. We have 2 shots coming up as they'll get a crack at it from the foul line. And we have our Gamut 360 Holdings from the stripe coming your way. Gamut 360 Holdings with property development in King County and up here in Snohomish County. Specifically, they've got a development going in Marysville. At the foul line, missing big time right there is Rodabaugh. She's now 1 for 3 from the line. Beautiful foul shot. Great form. 6 points for her. We are tied at 13 as Murphy with 3 straight. Oh, God. Okay, I got to really watch my own book because they've got 13 back up there again. I don't know if they're maybe having a trouble with the scoreboard. That has me because I noticed the clock. Maya Duchesne with a 3-pointer. Wow. She's now the leading scorer for both teams. Maya with 5 in the quarter, 9 in the game. I was noticing the clock was stopping here and there. Like it would sit at 43 seconds and they're going to carry the ball. We call for a turnover. Then next thing you know, it's like 3 seconds later. So Snohomish is up by 3 again at 16-13. Here comes Snohomish out of backcourt once again. Again, team foul-wise, Wildcats with 6, Snohomish with 4. Tight defense shuts them out. Duchesne again. Duchesne is really quick. Watch out. Missed on that one. She had a good look. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Kinsley Gallatin. We will have the selection of the Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game at the conclusion of our contest. We'll also have some look at statistics at halftime and also at the end of the game. So Snohomish lost Lexi Senegal, Morgan Marshall, Sam Beeman, and Kyra Beckman to graduation. That's 4 there and 6 on the other side. Makes a difference. Murphy in front court trying to close that 3-point gap. 7 on the shot clock. They got to speed it up right here. Now 3, takes it in. Oh, that's resiliency. Emily Rodabaugh. 3 in the quarter and a total of 8 in the game. She fought hard for that one, and what's nice, Todd, is that she knew right where the basket was to get it in there. It wasn't like just flung up. She used the glass perfectly that time. Maya Duchesne with the basketball in front court. Perry's down on the low block, gets the feed. Count that basket off a great pass from Kinsley Gallatin and 1. So Perry now getting her first 2 points of the game. And that will be team foul number 7 against Murphy. Into the game is Ella Gallatin. Foul goes against Julia Lucas, her second. Chance for the Panthers to get their biggest lead right here. So far, they are 3 for 4 from the foul line. 4 for 5. 4-point lead. Watch that trapping defense in front court. They're trying to force the turnover. Whoa, we have a timeout that's going to be called by Cassie Snyder of Archbishop Murphy. The 6-year head coach wants to talk things over with her player. They were about to get in a jam right there. She pulled it out. Full timeout. We will take a break. This is STSPN.com.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Thanks for being with us on this Tuesday night. We love having you viewing tonight and throughout the season on STSPN.com. More games scheduled through the week and, of course, during the month, and taking you right to the end of the regular season. And then we've got postseason play. And also, Todd, let's talk about this for a second. You're also going to be involved in doing NWAC. Is that correct?
That is correct.
That would be for the 4th year in a row as NWAC is back at Everett Community College, and that's a lot of fun to be a part of for community college basketball and their tournament.
I think it's a lot of fun doing games at Everett.
Oh, yeah.
Community
It's a
college.
beautiful
I mean,
facility.
Yeah, it's great.
Opened in 2011 and state-of-the-art. Looks brand new still. 4-point lead for the Panthers. Tight pressure defense applied by Cheyenne Rogers, who's in the game for Snohomish. Driving to the basket, Taylor Campbell. That looked nice. Her first 2 points of the game. Closes it to a 2-point gap with 3:52 to go in the second quarter. If you're just joining us, Snohomish took an 11-10 lead into the second quarter and a little past the halfway point right there. This one's gone back and forth a little bit, but now the ball is going to be lost out of bounds by Ella Gallatin. One of the freshmen. There's 3 freshmen on the Snohomish roster. Cheyenne Rogers, who's checked in, as well as Annika Hansen. And she spells it the Nordic way. A-N-N-E-K-E Hansen.
Nice.
Yeah, Debbie's going to like that. You know, there's another little secret about her. She spent some time because she's got Nordic heritage. You know, we had her talking Japanese. She had us turning Japanese that a couple weeks ago at the top of the peak tournament. Missed shot on the long ranger. Courtney Perry with the rebound. But she was in there talking Japanese. She actually did some exchange time in Sweden, and she can fire up a little Swedish for us.
No way.
Yeah. And then she goes with the trifecta. I don't know what we're going to have to pay for that, which would be Japanese, English, Swedish, and all points in between. So we might be able to get that happening at some point once you get her in for stats again.
Yeah.
But her agent is not easy to deal with. Underneath, that's a miss. Maya getting in there, getting a hand in there, gets the ball, takes it away. Wildcats with the basketball, or Snohomish with the basketball, Wildcats on defense. That's going to be great defense. Taylor Campbell and Maya was doing some dribbling out there. Taylor Campbell just reached out there and caused the turnover. Snohomish now has 8 of them in this game. 2:29 left to go in the second quarter. Mark Aucutt, Todd Elvig. Sarah Elvig on camera. And Nettie Aucutt on extra stats and bass guitar. With the basketball will be Emily Rodabaugh. Oh, this is a nice close one. We anticipated it would be with these teams sitting where they are in the Western Conference 3A. Stolen away by the Panthers. 8 turnovers now for Archbishop Murphy. Duchesne has it. They'll slow it up. 2:06 to go. Yeah, there was just on the clock. I looked, a couple of seconds elapsed. That's on the clock here at the school. Underneath. That's Courtney Perry off the pass from Kaylin Beckman. Beckman distributed the right way. Underneath, quick pass, and Courtney closed the deal. 4-point lead for the Panthers. Matching their biggest lead of the game. Murphy into front court now. 1:43 to go in the second quarter. In a tight contest at Snohomish. And a hand on that one. That's Ella Gallatin. Really like what we're seeing from this freshman here tonight. She started along with her sister, Kinsley Gallatin. And Snohomish, just through the years, has had such excellent development of players at the youth level with the Little Dribblers program when they're starting out at a young age, and they just keep, like we were talking about those teams last night, they find ways to reload. That had a nice look to it, but it just came off the front of the rim. Maya couldn't finish off with the net that time. 1 minute to go, second quarter. How's this one going to wrap up for the first half? Pulled the trigger back a little bit on that one. Follow-up looked good, but she just laid it a little flat. Courtney Perry with another rebound. She's got 5 of them. Waiting for her teammate. There's Duchesne. She blasts out of backcourt. 18 on the shot clock. Duchesne driving over on the left side now with a pass to Gallatin, who's hit a couple of three-pointers. 7 on the shot clock. Perry taps it over. We got a blocking foul. Ella Gallatin was driving the left baseline, and she's going to be heading to the foul line. We'll have From the Stripe coming your way. Brought to you by Speedway Chevrolet in Monroe.
See if I can find Speedway.
Lily Riojas with the foul. First 8th team foul. At the foul line is Ella Gallatin. She was there at the first quarter, too, and went 1 for 2. She's now 2 for 3 from the line and has 8 points. Second on the team in scoring behind Maya Duchesne's 9. She's got that different look with the left-handed shot, which can drive the opponents nuts. Go watch Rocky Balboa in Rocky. See how that left hand can throw people off.
Adrian!
Yeah. Yo! Missed shot, but the rebound. Snohomish has it. They'll play for the one shot. Obviously, shot clock is dead. Duchesne, Kinsley Gallatin over on the right side, and then underneath, there's a hand in there by Murphy. Strong defense by to it. They're up by 5, which is their biggest lead of the game, going to the locker room at halftime. We are so glad you're with us on STSPN.com. I'm Mark Aucutt with Todd Elvig and the rest of the band. We will be back with second half action. We got highlights coming your way in just a few minutes. Keep it right here on your home for high school sports worldwide, STSPN.com.
You know how I've been wanting to buy this truck and I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to make it into the dealership? Well, Rairdens of Monroe is actually bringing the vehicle to me. I gotta go, it looks like it's here right now, I'll call you back.
Too busy to schedule a test drive? Rairdens of Monroe will bring the test drive to you. It's part of our new concierge service. Personalized car shopping built for today's customer. It's another reason why Rairdens of Monroe is a customer service champion. Let us know what we can do for you.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award. Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Ready for the second half of action. Mark Aucutt with you, and here's let's take a look at the statistics. First of all, Snohomish is leading 22-17. They will have the ball to start the second half, which is coming up right about in a couple of seconds. In shooting, Archbishop Murphy was 8 for 17, 47% in field goals overall, and the Snohomish Panthers 7 for 18, 39%. Snohomish with 11 rebounds, and Archbishop Murphy with 10. In other numbers, and Snohomish has the ball in front court right now. Archbishop Murphy led in scoring by the 8 points of Emily Rodabaugh. Also 6 points for Julia Lucas, 2 by Taylor Campbell, and underneath Courtney Perry. Tell you what about Courtney Perry, her stepbrother, Alex, was that young gentleman who you saw dancing. He's doing it again down there. He is entertaining, and I have a hunch we're going to see more of Alex.
I have a hunch about that too.
It is a 7-point lead for Snohomish, their biggest lead of the game, 24-17. Yeah, we're watching him, and he's very nicely attired down there too. I think he attends school where they wear a uniform, and he's got the collar tucked. He's very GQ, and so I went down and talked to his mom, and I said, man, this guy, he's just lighting it up. Courtney Perry now has 9 points, and a 9-point lead for the Panthers, 26-17, as they strike a couple of times within the first minute here at home. Murphy trying, step in, that's going to come out of there. A sit-down rebound, those don't happen very often, but being at the right place at the right time is Emily Rodabaugh. And the Wildcats will try to drive over on the right side. That's going to be a miss. And here comes Snohomish going the other direction. That miss by Chloe Jordana, who's in the game now for Archbishop Murphy. Minute and a half into the third quarter. Maya Duchesne underneath, took the feed and gets it done on the reverse. Off the pass from Kinsley Gallatin. Maya now with 11 points. Her and Courtney Perry combining for 20 of the 28 points scored by the Panthers in this one. They're up by 11 now. 28-17. Wide open underneath. You better make that. She does not. Going to be fouled, though, at the tail end of it. Panther foul number 14, he says. That's Maya Duchesne, her second. First team foul against the Panthers, or either team here in the second half. Chloe Jordana will be at the foul line. Chloe is a junior for Archbishop Murphy, so she was a part of that team that made it to the state tournament last year. First shot is good. Murph 3 for 7, make that 4 for 7 from the line right now. Snohomish has attempted 7 foul shots, and they have made a total of 5 of them. She gets them both. Archbishop Murphy needed that, falling down by 11 points, the biggest lead for either team in this game. Panthers swinging it around. Again, it's been fun to watch them move the basketball in this game. There's Duchesne popping out. That one comes loose. Snohomish gets it back as they apply the defense. Worked around the perimeter. Oh, a little stutter step almost that time. Driving through is Soderstrom. She gets it done. She just found a seam, curled around, and scores her first 2 points of the game. That's going the other direction. Archbishop Murphy coughs it up. Turnover at number 9. Snohomish has 8 of them. Panthers will inbound on the right baseline. Kinsley Gallatin, Maya Duchesne. Courtney Perry double teamed. Now Duchesne, 3-ball. Oh, sweet mercy. Down it goes, and timeout called by Archbishop Murphy. Panthers with a 33-19 lead. 14 is their biggest. 5:20 to go third quarter. You've got it on STSPN.com. We're going to stay right here, and just to kind of break things down during the break as to how the standings are going for the Western Conference 3A and 4A. Arlington's on top in conference play there with a 5-0 record under head coach Joe Marsh, who's had a great run. That's in league play, 7-3 overall. Then Archbishop Murphy in second place at 4-0, 9-1. 3 teams tied for third place, Edmonds, Woodway, Snohomish, and Shorecrest at 4-1. Then Marysville, Getchell, Stanwood, and Linwood at 3-2. Cedar Crest at 2-2. Shorewood, Meadowdale, Everett, and then you get a little further down the line, and Mount Lake Terrace, Oak Harbor, and Marysville Pilchuck have not won a game. They're down at the bottom. 15 teams in Wesco 3A and 8 in Wesco 4A with Glacier Peak on top. Conference record of 5-0 and overall 10-1. Lake Stevens right behind them at 4-1. Back to action. 5:07 to go in the third quarter, and the tight defense looks like it's going to pay off for Ella Gallatin. Panthers into front court with the big 14-point lead right now. Popping out is Soderstrom. Has those extra graphic details on it. Maya Duchesne launches the 3-ball. It comes up empty. Yesiki with the board. And Murphy into front court as Snohomish sets up. They're playing the 2-3 and underneath the right side. Step in move. Hard working by Julia Lucas. She's done that a couple of times. Has 8 points now. Murph with 4 straight. Ways to go, but that can get tight in a hurry. 2:28 left in the third quarter, and shot clock wise, 15. We have the clock on the screen now, so I don't have to say it quite as often. I say it once in a while, but with the added technology. Now, some schools they don't have the setup technology quite well enough to have that done. Look at that. Courtney Perry ends up with it, and she connects, now has 6 in the quarter, 11 in the game, and the Panthers have it back to a 12-point lead. Now, you're able to see different countries, who's on board.
I am. So
hold on, we got a basket here. I want to make sure I get credit where credit is due. And that one made by Emily Rodabaugh. 10 points for her. She is the leading scorer for Archbishop Murphy. Maya Duchesne and Courtney Perry both leading Snohomish. Snohomish turns it over for the 11th time. Teams are even in that department. And 1:30 left to go in the third quarter. Murphy can cut that lead of Snohomish's down into single digits. That pass play was right where it should be. Very well done. And the basket made by Audrey Graham and 1. That'll be the 3rd team foul against Snohomish. Into the game for the Panthers with a fresh set of legs are Kinsley Gallatin and Kayla Soderstrom. That foul's going on Maya Duchesne, her 3rd. So that basket was good by Audrey Graham, her first points of the game, cutting that Panthers lead down to 8. She wants to trim it to 7 with a successful foul shot from the stripe. Ooh, tough miss. Panthers board it, and here comes Maya Duchesne out of backcourt. She's hit a couple of 3-pointers. 2 for 2 from the line, 3 2-pointers. So I'm going to add a few more points. She's actually got 14 now. Foul is on Audrey Graham. That would be 4 on her. First team foul. Remember, she had those early on, and then they pulled her out and brought in Emily Rodabaugh. So she's going to have to sit down now. That's a rough loss. She's created some good space for Archbishop Murphy underneath. Panthers with the basketball. Wildcats with a quick hand in there trying to steal away. Like that defense held ball, and that is going to Archbishop Murphy. Wildcats did an excellent job of forcing that play to happen. And you got the arrow in your favor, same as a clear-cut turnover, so they'll get it back. 57 seconds to go in the third quarter. Panthers up by 8. And Murphy to give it another crack right here to whittle down that lead some more. They like to go inside, that's for sure. So far, they have not hit a three-pointer in this game. Panthers have a few of them. Driving to the basket, making it pretty. Emily Rodabaugh, again, there's that inside game. She's got 12, and it's a 6-point Panther lead. 29-35, 35-29, Panthers up. 20 seconds left here in the quarter, and 0 on the shot clock. So it's all quarter clock, and you've got it on STSPN.com. Maya Duchesne up top. Gallatin underneath. That worked well. Galen Beckman with her first 2 points of the game. 4 seconds. Panthers get it back, and then it's going to bounce off Duchesne. Just a little too quick with the pass after the steal that time. Each team at a dozen turnovers. 2.1 seconds left in the third quarter. Here we go. That's Rodabaugh. Nah, a little short. That's the end of 3 quarters. Hey, this could be quite good in the fourth quarter, so you'll want to stay with us on STSPN.com. And the score is Snohomish 37 and Archbishop Murphy 29. Back with more right here on STSPN.com.
As records tumbled and enemies cried, came the birth of a legend. But we did not sleep. We did not rest. With knowledge gained and lessons learned, a legend was born to search and destroy. Respect the beast, but don't wake the monster.
Frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Fourth quarter action begins. Snohomish will have the basketball and an 8-point lead. Maya Duchesne over on the right side, and there's a whistle. Repeating on our officials, referee Donnie Johnson, umpire Daniel Nipper, and umpire Rob Zahn.
So Debbie's doing quality control.
She is. That foul was on Taylor Campbell, her first second-team foul. Rims out of there. Another opportunity for Archbishop Murphy. Yeah, she'll be there, and generally we'll put it up on the big 60-inch 4K and make sure everything's working okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Basket right there by Julia Lucas has 10 points. At least 2 points in every quarter. It's down to a 6-point lead for the Snohomish Panthers. Pressure defense applied by Archbishop Murphy. Uptight that time, Taylor Campbell on Maya Duchesne. Like that matchup. Bounce pass underneath. It's going to be a kick ball as it slid out of bounds, and Snohomish will retain possession. I'm Mark Aucutt with Todd Elvig, bringing you the action here on STSPN.com. Headquartered in Snohomish, Washington, right here, but we travel around. Ella Gallatin almost stolen that time. Duchesne ends up with the basketball. There was a little bit of a hole there, but she couldn't quite get through it. Courtney Perry had a strong quarter in the third. Tight on her, holding her outside. Blocking foul is going to be called against Archbishop Murphy. That looks to be against Chloe Jordana. First foul. Team foul number 3. That's going to even them up. We're going to have a timeout called. 30-second timeout called by Snohomish. They lead this one 37-31. This is STSPN.com.
Do you know how I've been wanting to buy this truck and I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to make it into the dealership? Well, Rairdens of Monroe is actually bringing the vehicle to me. I gotta go. It looks like it's here right now. I'll call you back.
Too busy to schedule a test drive? Rairdens of Monroe will bring the test drive to you. It's part of our new concierge service. Personalized car shopping built for today's customer. It's another reason why Rairdens of Monroe is a customer service champion. Let us know what we can do for you.
We're back live at Snohomish High School. I'm Mark Aucutt, bringing you the action with Todd Elbig on STSPN.com. 6:54 left, fourth quarter. Snohomish with a 6-point lead. They have led by as much as 14 on a couple of occasions. Last one being 33-19. But Archbishop Murphy has been whittling it away. Nearly stolen away. Duchesne drives to the basket. She knows where it is. It's right there. And puts it in. 16 for Maya Duchesne. She averages 13.5 per game over her average, and that's just a fraction of what she's been doing in this game. Her dad, Nate Duchesne, played high school basketball here for the Snohomish Panthers. Now she's in high school administration. Rebound, and Snohomish's Courtney Perry has 8 of them. She's put together a strong performance out here. Perry again looking around and thrown away. First turnover of the fourth quarter, 6:02 left to go. Almost a couple of minutes in, and checking in will be Audrey Graham, the senior for the Archbishop Murphy Wildcats. Archbishop Murphy, a team that in league play is averaging almost 61 points a game and allowing just 30. Well, the score right now is beyond that, but in their season average, they're pretty close to the same, averaging 55. Underneath, there's a basket for the Wildcats. Entry pass was right there, and connecting will be Yesaki, her first field goal, to go along with a couple of foul shot makes. Panthers with a 6-point lead. Underneath, Courtney Perry, count that basket. Off the superb pass, and here we go. It's going to be one more to come her way. Foul is going to go against Rodabaugh, her first foul. 4th team foul. Perry at the line. So far, she's 1 for 1. Completed a 3-point play in the second quarter and does it again. 14 points. Her and Duchesne accounting for 30 of the 42 Snohomish points in this contest. 5:28 to go. Fourth quarter action. And the Panthers have it back to a 9-point lead. Snohomish has been averaging 47.4 points in league play. That one deflected around, bouncing around. We got a held ball. Stays with the Wildcats. Panthers average giving up 33.8 in league play for a plus of 13.6. And overall, they're 5-6, and they've scored an average of 42.4, giving up 43.1, so they're down -7 overall. But league play is where they picked it up. A miss there, and Perry gets the rebound. Panthers will patiently look to work it out from backcourt. Ken Roberts, their 19th-year head coach, calling out a play as Duchesne was looking over towards the bench. Soderstrom picked up defensively. Strong brick wall screen by Courtney Perry. Panthers end up giving the ball away, but still, that's one of the strongest screens I've seen in a while. She got her job done.
Certainly did. I saw a couple of shoulders over here, too.
Panthers tighten up on the defense to put some press on. There's another screen, a little back and forth. Yesaki, 20 seconds on the shot clock as the Archbishop Murphy Wildcats will have the basketball in front court. Controlling is Yesaki up top by the foul line. Smart shot right there. Just turned around and dropped it home. Those mid-range jumpers are very valuable. Doesn't always have to be those three-pointers, although Murphy hasn't hit a one of those three-pointers tonight. They really haven't attempted. Now, after the game, we'll have the selection of the Adrenaline Player of the Game. I think it's a dead heat right now between Courtney Perry and Maya Duchesne. Award the T-shirt, have an interview, and then we'll have a few wrap-up stats. That looked good. Kayla Soderstrom, 4 points now, and Snohomish has it up to a 9-point lead. 3:57 left in the fourth quarter. Underneath, dropped it in there. That was a good pass. Unselfish play by Yesaki. And then 2 shots will be awarded to Julia Lucas. Lucas will head to the line for the first time in tonight's game. It'll be the 4th team foul against Snohomish. Goes against Maya Duchesne. 4 on her. Off the mark by a good margin. Duchesne's going to have a seat for a little bit playing with those 4 fouls. Ken Roberts wants to conserve her. Misses them both. Those were key foul shots. Could have cut it down to 7. Press put on by Murphy. Panthers looking to break it with Ella Gallatin. Gallatin coming out of backcourt now. She's going to have to handle some ball responsibility. Same with Kinsley Gallatin. She'll probably get the hand on the rock with Duchesne on the bench. 12 on the shot clock. We have an overplay and a grab that time by Taylor Campbell. That's going to be her 2nd foul. 5th team foul. In the first half, Archbishop Murphy committed 8 team fouls. Snohomish with 5. This time around, Snohomish with 4 so far, and Murphy with 5. Snohomish coming into today's game winning their last 2 in a row after having lost 3 in a row. Now we have a timeout called, 3:30 left, 4th quarter. We'll be back with more here on STSPN.com.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Everett and Lake Stevens, we'll help you find what you're looking for and offer friendly advice too. Owners Greg and Christine are all about serving their customers and their community. They support local high school sports and many other community organizations and events. So the next time you need help with your to-do list or project around the house, bring it to Ace. They'll greet you at the door and help you find whatever you need fast. Show your support for locally owned businesses. Shop Ace Hardware just off Highway 9 in Lake Stevens and Everett Greenway in Everett. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware folks.
4 games this week. Last night we started with a good one energy-wise and such, and a great comeback. Mount Lake Terrace and Marysville Pilchuck. There's a steal. Going the other way, Archbishop Murphy down by 9. They need to cut into this. Time does become a factor. We got going last night at Mount Lake Terrace. Here we are tonight at Snohomish with this girls game. Snohomish and Archbishop Murphy. 3-second call. That's going to turn it over to the Panthers.
Wow.
Turnover number 13. That's a tough one. That's a tough break right there. So coming up, tomorrow night we've got Steve Willits on play-by-play, and it is Jackson and Mount Vernon. That's over at Jackson. That'll be a good one. That's a boys game. Then on Friday, Tom Lafferty will be there to bring you the action. Mount Vernon at Glacier Peak. Both those 7:15 starting times like ours tonight. And more coming your way. When am I back on? The 17th. No, the 15th. I'm on twice next week.
Now, the 15th, I'm not sure if that's correct. Aren't we doing...
Well, you are. It's just you haven't... okay, let me update. I know what it is. The 15th next week will be Arlington at Everett. Arlington at Everett. Actually, I won't be here the 17th. That was a cancel for me. But I will be here on the 15th. We're going to simulcast with KRKO. Underneath, takes it in. That is Yesiki. 6 points in the quarter. She stepped up. 8 in the game. Here we go with the Panthers the other direction. Underneath, that worked out perfectly. Courtney Perry ends up with the basket off the pass from Gallatin, and Perry will have a foul shot. Counted to make it a 9-point lead.
Which ref is this right here?
I believe that is Donnie Johnson.
Boy, he got into that call.
He did, didn't he?
He put the whole body out there.
Foul is going to be on Julia Lucas, her third 16 foul, and a timeout is called. 2:26 left to go in the 4th quarter. Why don't we keep it here? And I'm just going to let you know other games going on in Western Conference play tonight. Jackson is at Mount Vernon. Lake Stevens playing at Kamiak. These are all going on right now. Mariner at Glacier Peak. Monroe at Cascade. Arlington at Linwood. Also Cedar Crest at Everett, as well as Marysville Getchell at Shorewood. Meadowdale at Oak Harbor. And just keeps rolling on right there. How about this? The little guy Alex is having a field day out there. He is entertaining the masses. You know, Courtney Perry could very well be our player of the game. She's had a great one with 16 points and 9 rebounds. And Alex is her stepbrother. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling some karma here for the player of the game. That's sponsored by Adrenaline Fundraising.
I think we could put him on with her.
Yeah, I believe so. We had that family affair last night.
Oh, yeah.
Here at Mount Lake Terrace. And that's part of the fun we can have. Raekwon Battle was our player of the game, and his little brother was on.
Yep. His whole family was on.
The whole family. We got the camera. We panned over. Courtney Perry is 2 for 2 from the line, and each time wrapping up a three-point play. Doesn't do it this time. All right. Really, Murphy, down by 3 possessions, has to make their push right now. You've got to score on this possession. There's no question about that. Outside, driving the baseline, that's one of the things you got to do right there, and then clamp down defensively. Graham now with 4 points. 7-point game. Panthers, they've been up by as much as 14 a couple of times. In the front court now, we got a blocking foul. That's going to go on Emily Rodabaugh. For Rodabaugh, that's her check for sure, her second. 7th team foul, and Snohomish will inbound in front court. 2:01 as you see on the clock. Oh, no, wait a minute. They're going to set it up at the foul line because that is team foul number 7, so it's 1-1. At the foul line is Ella Gallatin. She's got 8 points, 2 for 4 from the foul line. All her points coming in the first half. Off the rim, so they just get the one. But Courtney Perry, with what we have as her 10th rebound of the game. She's just been a force. I have her as a double-double, Todd. She's put together a great performance out here. Panthers can burn some time off the clock. 15 on the shot clock. 7-point lead there. Duchesne back in, playing with the 4 fouls out. Oh, if this works, it works. That was Ella Gallatin to her sister, Kinsley Gallatin. Oh, that's a backbreaker right there. And you couldn't design a play better than that. It just fell perfectly into place. 10-point lead for Snohomish, 49-39. 1:17 to go. Fourth quarter action. Perry with excellent defense. She did everything she could to stop that basket from going in. It was a basket of destiny, Julia Lucas. And Lucas gets great credit, too. She worked hard for that. And she does work hard out there. We've seen her make several plays where she just didn't give up. Duchesne getting dogged in backcourt by Campbell. 10 on the shot clock. Finally, Campbell's going to foul her. Just under 50 to go in the fourth quarter. And Todd, you've been fighting a little bit of a bug. We want to make sure you take care of yourself.
Well, I am feeling a lot better today.
Oh, that's good. Did you get a little sleep last night?
Yes.
That foul is going to go in.
A little bit this morning.
Campbell, her 3rd, 8th team foul. Duchesne at the line, first shot good. Maya's 3 for 3 from the line. She has 17 points. She's the leading scorer for both teams. Got the roll. She has good form at the line. And when you do things the right way, as far as your mechanics are concerned, a lot of times you'll get that break because you have the right touch and your ball is going to be very close to where you want it to be, even if it's not right totally on the money. Blocking foul going against Snohomish with 38 seconds left, fourth quarter. Foul goes against Courtney Perry. That will be her 3rd foul. 5th team foul. We got 2 shots coming up for Emily Rodabaugh, who decides to pull her shorts up a little bit there. Some players will do. They get hot. Oh yeah. We were did a little climbing here today to get up to the broadcast center, and I noticed a little sweat on your brow. That's just how hard. The hardest working man in webcasting is what you are.
I think it's more that I got a little bug.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, the man in your
because I've been
incredible physical condition wouldn't have any problem with that. Foul shot is good. That makes it 51-43 and a timeout called. And I will bring it right back with Todd here on STSPN.com.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Welcome back. 51-43. It's there. It's visible on your screen.
Yes, it is.
I'll tell you, and Todd, you're just like a kid in a candy store. I know that feeling when we get new equipment. It just is like one of the great days of the week, of the month, of the year. Especially when that's fantastic. And a foul right away. Duchesne is going to be heading the other direction. We'll have the 1-and-1. That'll be team foul number 9 on the grab. Taylor Campbell with her 4th foul. Next one makes it double bonus. When you're Archbishop Murphy, you're scratching and clawing, trying to find a way to slow things down, get the ball back, but you got Duchesne going to the line. She's a perfect 4 for 4, has 18 points. In it goes. Make it 19. Snohomish came into the quarter 5 for 7 from the line, and since that time they've gone 4 for 6, which takes them to 9 for 13. Duchesne misses her first one. Follow up there, and they're not going to ease up on the defense. Rodabaugh into front court. Panthers, Duchesne up tight. They're going to have trouble getting a shot off. Finally they do from way out. It works. Rodabaugh with the 3-pointer. That's the first 3-point basket for Archbishop Murphy in this game. And a foul as Duchesne was heading into front court. It'll be 2 shots. They're going to talk for a second, the officials out there. Still conferring. Well, that's what they're talking about, to see if it was a flagrant foul. That foul is going to go against, they haven't listed up there who got the foul. Okay, there you go. That's going to be on Audrey Graham, her 5th. So she fouls out. Her and Taylor Campbell were playing with 4 fouls. They finally got it up there. And then also at the foul line with the make is Kinsley Gallatin to make it a 7-point lead. Yeah. They're going to have to, it looks like they're making a change here, or at least Cassie Snyder is talking to Zero. Now, Cassie played basketball collegiately at Whitworth. Next one is good. Gallatin hits them both. It's a Snohomish 8-point lead, and because of the foul, it is going to be Snohomish basketball. So flagrant foul is called. Another foul now against Archbishop Murphy, and they're grasping at straws, trying to do whatever they can to get it back, but down by 8 points, a 3-possession game, and Kayla Soderstrom can stretch that out even more with these 2 foul shots coming up. Her first trip to the line, she scored 2 points in the 3rd, 2 points here in the 4th. That one sounded like the rim was really tight. Launches the next one. Takes a lot of time in between, and that's short.
She had good form.
Wildcat, yes, she did, just a little bit short. Wildcats end up with it. They'll come out of backcourt. No reason for Snohomish to play too tight. They're up by 8. Shot off the mark. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Duchesne with it, and that's the ball game. Snohomish Panthers win it 54-46. Here at home, they improve to 5-1. They drop Archbishop Murphy to 4-1, so Snohomish will sneak past them in the standings. Westco 3A, I love seeing these matchups. We got us a good one here tonight, just like last night, and I'm sure tomorrow night on STSPN.com. Now, what I'm going to do is we'll take a break, and then we're going to go down and get Courtney Perry. Courtney Perry is our player of the game, brought to you by Adrenaline Fundraising. We'll be back with more here on STSPN.com.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
You know that test drive I've been trying to get to? You're not going to believe this, but Raritan's of Monroe just delivered it to my work. I gotta go.
Too busy to schedule a test drive? Raritan's of Monroe will bring the test drive to you. It's part of our new concierge service.
There she is, our adrenaline fundraising player of the game, Courtney Perry. You had a fabulous performance out there. I got you offensively for 16 points and 11 rebounds. That's a double-double. Feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah, great job. You guys
you
battled.
All right?
What's that? You hear
Did you
okay?
hear all right?
That great Snohomish Panthers band across the way is having fun, and you're going to get one of these. This is the Player of the Game t-shirt from STSPN.com.
Thank you.
We'll get a picture. Todd will take a picture. He will get that on social media. And, hey, you had a great performance out there tonight. And, it was a team effort. That's one of the things we can always count on from Snohomish, the way you guys move the ball, positioning. And Archbishop Murphy wasn't going to let up at all.
Yep, correct. Yeah, we had a lot of good ball movement. Our point guard took really good care of the ball.
You're breaking a good sweat out there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got this little guy down here. That's your stepbrother, right? That's Alex. He was doing some dancing earlier that the fans had a chance to see. And so he's excited because you got player of the game. And tell us about what plans you have. We've heard you're going to be playing college basketball when you finish up here at Snohomish.
I'm going to go to Menlo College in Palo Alto, right by Stanford,
Yeah.
to NAIA school.
Yeah, I know right where that is. So congratulations on that. And then also another player here that we know we'll see at the college level, Maya Duchesne. You all work together really well.
Yep.
What about Archbishop Murphy? What can you say about them?
I actually have a couple friends on Murphy that I used to play select ball with, so it's fun to battle against them and see them again.
And the fact that both you guys won your conferences last year. Now everybody's together. You picked up your 5th conference win, even your overall record at 6-6, so great job.
Thank you.
All right, that's Courtney Perry. Thank you, Courtney. And we'll take a quick look at some statistics. Again, I had her for unofficially 16 points and 11 rebounds. That's a double-double. She gets player of the game. Maya Duchesne was fabulous, as she so often is. 19 points, 5 for 5 from the line, hit a couple of three-pointers. You also had excellent play from the freshman, Ella Gallatin. Kinsley Gallatin, her junior sister, doing an excellent job. And it just was a fabulous team effort by the Snohomish Panthers as they win at 54-46. On the other side, hard-fought battle by Kiana Yesaki. She scored 8 points in the second half. Strong fourth quarter with 6 points. Emily Rodaba stepping up with 15 points to lead the Wildcats in scoring. Audrey Graham in there working hard for the rebounds. And Julia Lucas, talk about working hard. She, I think, about every one of her points, she just battled underneath and drove through the paint to get those 12 points that she had tonight. And as far as looking at that shooting, in the first half, Archbishop Murphy 8 for 17, 10 for 18 in the second half, so 18 for 35. That's knocking on the 50% door and getting just over it. For Snohomish, 7 for 18 in the first half, 11 for 16 in the second half. That is 18 for 34, also over 50%. A total of 19 rebounds for the Panthers, 11 by Courtney Perry, and 16 for Archbishop Murphy. And foul shot-wise, the Archbishop Murphy Wildcats were 9 for 15, and the Snohomish Panthers, they had a few in that fourth quarter as they put up a total of 10 of them, and they ended up with 12 makes out of 17. And I think that about wraps us up, Todd. Todd, this was a fun couple of days doing these games for you. We got more coming up with STSPN tomorrow night. Steve Willits tomorrow will be at Jackson High School, Mount Vernon and Jackson. Tom Lafferty will be at Glacier Peak on Friday night when they host Mount Vernon. And I'll be back with you on a simulcast on the 15th. We'll be Arlington at Everett, and we'll be right live here on STSPN.com. Thanks, everybody. Also, thanks to Todd. Thanks to Sarah Elbig and Nettie Aucutt, my mom, doing a great job on stats. Sarah on camera. Take care, everybody. Remember, winning is for tonight, but sportsmanship is for a lifetime.